Hello guys, welcome back. So we just got done talking about the rivalry between Clark and Reese, and we're now going to go into talking about Texas A&M winning the women's tennis championships. This was a huge win for them. I'm excited to get into the details of it. Before we start, I wanted to remind you guys to like and follow the show and to become a part of our show to tip and donate using the link gsmcpodcast.net. This also puts your questions at the top of the list so that I see them when they get read on the air. Once again, the link is gsmcpodcast.net. Okay, and also make sure you guys stay to the end to hear about the top 10 beach volleyball players. I ranked them and I had a lot of fun ranking them. I think beach volleyball is so fun to talk, and with the Olympics coming up, it is super relevant. So recommend staying for that. So now that we got that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get started talking about Texas A&M. Also, it has now started thundering, so I am so sorry if you can hear that in the background. I sincerely apologize for the background noise if you can hear it. So the Texas A&M Aggies are ranked number 13th in the women's title, and this is the first ever time winning the championships. This is a huge moment for the women's tennis team. About a week ago, the Aggies number 4 seeding double team consisting of Mary Stoiana and Perez advanced to the round of 16 in the NCAA Tournament, while number 1 seeded Stoiana also reached the round of 16 in the singles bracket at the Greenwood Tennis Center. Stoiana continued her run of dominant singles performances in the second round, claiming her 15th straight singles victory over NC State's number 62, Anna, and I'm so sorry that I am pronouncing this incorrectly, Zirianova, in straight sets, with the final scores in each match of 6-2 and 6-2, so she really did dominate that. And then Perez and Mary Stoiana opened their doubles campaign at the national event against Syracuse's number 35, Miyuka Kimoto and Victoria Kanapaskaya. The Syracuse players jumped out to an early lead, but after taking the first seed 6-4, but the Aggies rallied back to really dominate the second set 6-1. The Aggies duo carried that momentum into the decider, closing out the match 10-4 in a super tiebreaker set to advance to the round of 16. Cooper's single campaign came to an end at this point as she fell to Stanford's number 7 seeded Connie May in the second round. The sophomore finished her season with a 23-9 singles record, which is still really good and impressive, and it was sad to see that her season did end then. Also, oh my goodness, guys, I am so sorry. That is supposed to be a picture of me, Perez, not Maya Stoiana. I am so sorry, guys. So in the picture on the left is Maya Stoiana. So I'm really sorry about the confusion there. Anyway, mistakes happen. Okay, so and then the Aggies qualified for the NCAA quarterfinals because the doubles team, Mariana Stoiana and Mia Perez, reached the final. Stoiana continued her dominant run for the singles bracket, defeating her third consecutive opponent in straight set. She cruised through the match versus Virginia's number 67, Annabelle Shu, in the round of 16 with the scores of 62 and 62. Yes, it's the same exact scores as the round before. The doubles pair, Stoiana and Perez, faced South Carolina number 28, Sarah Hamner and Ayana Ackley in round 2 of the double tournament. After dropping the first set 6-4, the Aggies bounced back with a stellar performance back to claim the second 6-1. The pair closed the Gamecocks out in the decider, outlasting them 10-8 in the super tiebreaker to secure a spot in the quarterfinals. Next, Stoiana added the 4th consecutive straight set victory in the singles bracket. She faced UC Santa Barbara's number 51, Amelia Honer, in the quarterfinals, downing her 7-5 and 6-4 to advance to the final 4. By then, she had won 17 straight singles matches and held a 38-3 record heading into the penultimate round. Unfortunately, though, at the quarterfinals, the double pair Stoiana and Perez fell to Tennessee number 11, Sofia Cabezas and Elsa Tomasi. The Aggie duo concluded their outstanding season with a 28-7 record and garnered All-American status, NCAA All-Tournament team honors, and All-SEC first-team accolades. Next, at the semifinal, Stoiana's season came to an end as she fell to Miami's number 10, Alexa Noel. Despite a strong effort from Stoiana, she was bested by Miami's Noel, 6-3 and 6-2 in the Final Four. She finished the season with a 38-4 singles record. Regardless, Stoiana had a stellar year where she racked up 7 honors, including SEC Player of the Year, NCAA Tournament MVP, NCAA All-Tournament Team in singles and doubles, All-American in single and doubles, and finally All-SEC First Team. But in the finals, Texas A&M took down Georgia 4-1. After reaching the national championship match in 2013 but falling short to Stanford, the Aggies made no mistake in their second appearance in 2024, taking down Georgia for the first time all season when the stakes were the highest. Beginning outdoors, both teams had to adapt early as play was halted about halfway through the doubles point due to weather, causing the remainder of the match to be played indoors. This switch of surface proved to be in the favor of the Aggies, as once played resumed indoors, Texas A&M put their foot on the gas and never looked back until the title was in their hands, pretty much. Using wins from the number 2 and number 3 doubles position, it would be Carson, Branstine, and Lucciana Perez winning 6-4 from the number 2 position, while Nicole Khirin and Jeanette Mireles earned a 6-3 victory from the number 3 position. The third match would go unfinished at the number 1 position as Georgia held the 5-4 lead over Perez and Mary Stoiana. With the crowd and momentum behind them, Texas A&M would not show any signs of slowing down in singles play, winning 4 first sets over the Georgia Bulldogs. Closing it out in straight sets of courts number 1 and number 5, the Aggies now held a 3-1 lead in the match as the Bulldogs gained their only point from the night from a straight set win on the number 4 singles court. In a race to the finish between Branstine on court number 2 and Khirin on court number 3, it would ultimately be Khirin who would deliver the clinch for Texas A&M, delivering a 6-4, 3-6, and 6-1 win on court number 3 to secure the first national title in program history for the Aggies. Texas A&M became the 5th SEC team to win the NCAA Division I Women's Tennis National Championships since 2010. As they joined Florida from their wins in 2011, 2012, and 2014 season, and Vanderbilt University from the 2015 season as the most recent title winners from the conference. Nicole Khirin was really the standout player from the Aggies during the finals. She's a sophomore, so this is really just the beginning for her. I'm excited to see her next year and see if she's able to help Texas A&M possibly clinch another close victory. So we're now going to move on to the next segment where we talk about swimmers. You should keep your eye on for the Olympics. But before we get into that, we are going to be taking a short break. So I will see you guys very soon.
Looking for your daily fix of sports talk without having to pay for it? GSMC Sports Network is available on YouTube. Just search GSMC Sports Network. Get your fix of daily sports talk shows on YouTube, absolutely free. NFL, college football, NBA, MLB, MMA, UFC, fantasy football, and so much more. GSMC Sports Network has shows running all day long, with new sports shows starting every 2 hours. Just like on your favorite cable sports channel, except GSMC Sports Network is absolutely free. Just search GSMC Sports Network on YouTube to catch one of your new favorite shows, like the GSMC College Football Podcast, Chip Shot Football Podcast, Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, GSMC Basketball Podcast, and so many more. Check it out for yourself. GSMC Sports Network, now available on YouTube.